Hey, hello, happy Friday. So, today I want to talk about balancing authenticity with creating a vibe in your marketing. And the reason I've been thinking about this a lot is because I think that there's been such like a cultural feeling of wanting to move away from fake stuff. So fake promises, false positivity, overblown, exaggerated claims. So all of that negative stuff we associate with marketing and advertising, the kind of snake oil salesman stuff, the unrealistic aspirations, the overblown claims and promises, like trust in that kind of marketing is at an all-time low. So a lot of the advice has been a major shift towards be authentic, be yourself, be vulnerable, show who you really are, what your values are, what you care about, what makes you different and unique. Like, don't show up lacquered with filters and all this stuff that just obscures the vulnerable, unique set of humanity and qualities and values that you bring to the table as a person, as a brand, etc. And I am not knocking that at all. I love the call for authenticity, for being more real. I love all of that. But I think that we can easily swing really hard in the direction of authenticity and forget that with our brand, when we are asking people to invest in us, in our products, in our services, when we're asking them to buy from us, we're actually not asking them to buy us as a person, because, unless they're your friends or family or really just want to support you and your humanity, which is great. That's not why customers buy. Customers buy because they think what you're selling is going to offer them some sort of transformation they want. It's going to further them along in their dreams, bring their goals closer, help them achieve something, help them realize something, help them heal from something. And so even if you're showing up super authentic and showing your lovable humanity and individuality and personality, it's not going to make that connect that you can do something for your ideal customers unless you also work on creating a particular vibe in the way that you market your products and services and your brand. So the vibe you want to create is going to help communicate to your ideal customers how what you're offering can bring their goals closer, get them closer to their dreams, bring them hope, make them feel better. Like, ultimately, when we buy stuff, we want to feel better in some way, right? So yes, authenticity is great, but we also need to balance it by creating the vibe for our brand whenever anyone encounters our marketing that taps into that emotional side of your customers. For what do they want when they're looking for a solution such as yours? So if you're offering something that's really going to tap into the luxuriousness of life, that's going to make them feel beautiful, that's going to make them feel relaxed, feel empowered, feel like they're taking a load off, it's not enough to just be authentic as a person that also wants to feel beautiful and luxurious and relaxed and not stressed out. So the brand, you really need to have a strategy for how you're going to communicate luxury, how you're going to communicate beauty and sensuality, how you're going to communicate healing, relaxation, stress-free, living your best life. So if that's the transformation you're offering to your ideal customers, they need to start making those associations whenever they encounter your brand, whenever they see your brand colors, whenever they see your logo, whenever they see your social media, whenever they read something on your website. So that means you need a strategy. You need to know what transformation you're offering and the vibe that you want to create when anyone encounters your brand. So I've been using this analogy that I like because Halloween's coming up, and I love Halloween, but it's kind of like if you're going to a costume party and you're expecting to win grand prize and a bunch of money and a lot of new followers on your Instagram account. But if you don't have a plan, like you're probably just getting distracted, buying what catches your eye, throwing stuff together, and then showing up at the party, and no one knows what your costume is, what you're trying to be. And they're going to be confused, and you're not going to win that costume contest. So contrast that with if you're going to be Jareth the Goblin King from the Labyrinth, right? You're going to know you have to do the hair, you're going to practice the eyeliner and the eye makeup, you're going to get some breeches, you're going to get a really awesome 80s poofy sleeve blouse and a vest and the breeches and probably the riding crop. You're probably going to practice how you're going to do the stare. Maybe you'll learn how to do that crystal ball thing he does. Like, there's stuff that goes into it, and you can't build that costume, you can't get into character, you can't create that vibe if you don't know, okay, I want to be Jareth the Goblin King from Labyrinth to this costume party. I have a deadline. Here are the steps I'm going to take to build that costume. Here are the steps I'm going to take to create the right makeup. Here are the steps I'm going to take to practice gestures, movements, vocal characterization, so we really embody the vibe I'm going for Jareth the Goblin King. You need to know all this for this to be effective, for you to show up at the party and for people to recognize you immediately as the incredible David Bowie character from the 1986 film Labyrinth. You're going to need some strategy here. You're going to need to know what your goals are, what you're going for, to be able to assemble that costume effectively, do the styling effectively, do the characterization effectively. And that's like with marketing. People aren't going to know what you're going for. They're not going to be able to immediately recognize the vibe you're trying to communicate unless you know what you're going for. You've put some thought behind this. You've focused your efforts instead of just pulling random things you think look interesting together into this big hodgepodge costume. You've been intentional about the image you're presenting, the impression you're creating, the vibe you want to communicate. So this doesn't mean you can't be an authentic person too. It just means you need to balance what you want to show of yourself that contributes to the vibe you want your brand to create for your customers. And so this takes some planning. This takes some putting together a strategy, identifying your goals, identifying your values, identifying how you're going to show up authentically and how you're going to show up to create a vibe. So if all those analogies made sense, but you're I still don't know how to translate that awesome labyrinth metaphor into my marketing, don't worry. There are professionals that can help you put together a really excellent marketing strategy, and we are just one of them. If you just want a done for you, of course you'll collaborate so we can customize it particularly for your needs. But if you just want a done for you, I want my marketing to be really focused and targeted and on track, then we do sell custom marketing plans at misamessaging.com. That's my company, Misa Messaging. And again, you can get started on the process of getting your own custom marketing strategy at misamessaging.com. There's also a link in the bio for that. Also, if you're just getting excited about this idea and kind of want to DIY your marketing strategy yourself, or you just want to learn more about what a marketing strategy is, then you should absolutely definitely come to our virtual workshop, Marketing Strategy for Small Businesses, 1 to 2:30 p.m., Tuesday, October 26th. It's on Zoom, and you can also sign up for that on our website, misamessaging.com, or at the link in bio, and grab your tickets to that. You'll learn all you need to figure out to put together a marketing strategy that it's going to give your marketing the best chance possible to be successful. And it's also going to show you what you need to do so you are focused, so you're not getting sidetracked, so you know that you're going to be Jareth the Goblin King. And so all the activities you do leading up to that costume party contribute to you being Jareth the Goblin King. I went into a metaphor again, but basically this is so you don't get sidetracked and go off in 5,000 different directions with your marketing, so you know what you're going for. So everything you do for your marketing is effective and is focused, and you don't get overwhelmed and confused or discouraged when it's not paying off, because you are so focused that everything you are doing is getting you closer to your goals and your visions for your business. So I really especially recommend you come to this workshop if you're a small business and you've been trying a bunch of different stuff with marketing and it just feels like nothing's working, like nothing's paying off, and you're just feeling frustrated and you want to throw stuff away or give up. I suspect, due to how many businesses I've worked with, that it's not actually that your marketing sucks or that you should give up. It's that you have been trying to show up in too many different places at once without a focused strategy. So you accidentally haven't been giving any of your marketing the opportunity to actually work because you're not showing up enough, consistently enough, and the best practices for that platform because you've just taken on too much. So if marketing is feeling hopeless for you and you could use some support, some validation, strong injection of hope, strong injection of focus and motivation, I would love to see you at the virtual marketing workshop for marketing strategy for small businesses, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, Tuesday, October 26th. Sign up at the link in bio. Okay, let me know if this was helpful, if you have any additional questions, and I hope you all have a great day.